What's good? Recycling. Obviously, our number one goal is to reduce our consumption in the first place, or reuse items by either donating them or buying used. But ultimately, we recycle a lot of material, and this is what happens after it leaves your house. Quick snapshot of some of the recyclables. Please note that this is a dual stream recycling center, not a single stream. So consumers whose recyclables end up here have 2 bins instead of 1 at their homes. Overview shot of the facility with cardboard on the left and the rest of the materials on the right. First look is at the cardboard baling machine. And the plastics, metals, and glass go in at the other side of the facility and are sorted. First, those materials that cannot be recycled, also known as contaminants, are removed. While plastic bags are the number 1 contaminant, these are also some of the other contaminants. Contamination rates are much less in a dual stream facility than that of a single stream. Next, the material is shaken, dropping the glass to the bottom and leaving the plastics and metals to get sorted. The metals are removed by the giant rotating magnet. And here's a look at those metals. Next up, sorting the plastics. There are 7 different types of plastics, some way more recyclable than others. This next machine helps separate these. This is an infrared machine that reads the wavelengths of the resins and sorts the plastics accordingly. It's pretty awesome to watch in action. After all of the sorting, the materials are crushed into bales and ready for pickup. So, what now? So these materials have buyers, and these buyers make either new materials or the same materials from these sorted materials. They're all located domestically, so let's take a look and see what happens to them. The glass gets crushed and melted and remade into new glass bottles. Coors actually purchases all of the glass from this facility and makes new bottles. The number 1 and 2 clear plastics are sent to the East Coast and made into trim and base materials used in houses. As far as the number 2 colored plastics, these get shipped to Georgia and are made into car parts. Now, as far as our number 3 to 7 plastics, there isn't really a market, but people are finding ways to utilize this material. Some are using the plastic for building blocks. But the best method would be to really minimize your use of single-use plastics. The paper gets shipped to Utah and is made into insulation. So the cardboard, this gets shipped locally and is remade into new cardboard. As far as our steel, tin, and aluminum, well, these are eternally recyclable, and they get shipped off to the East Coast and remade into the same products that they were. All right, so there you have it. That's what happens to your recyclables. We are fortunate enough that that facility has buyers domestically, so a lot of that product is not shipped around the world. It does stay in the US, but that's not how all facilities operate. I think the biggest takeaway should be reduce. So try to prevent as much as you can from getting into your recycling bin. If you have a choice and you have to choose something that has a container packaging, try to go with something metal, something glass. Always bring your reusable water mug, your reusable shopping bag, and yeah, choose that canned beverage over something in a plastic bottle. Be smart about your choices. Stay tuned and subscribe. We're gonna hopefully check out a single stream recycling facility in the future so we can see what happens there. And also just super fun adventures. So thanks for watching and hope to see you soon.